around, like a little ramp over here to the flat over there. After we lower them down, it's about an inch and a half or so.
So this is all going to be warped down.
This is going to be high. All that.
This piece is going to be less than 2%.
Yeah, this
is going to slope down. That's going to slope down. That's going to slope down.
No, all this will be removed, and this will be the new elevation. This will be the new elevation this way.
Okay.
So because we're gonna raise ourselves half an inch, and over here is gonna be like 2 inches.
No, even 2 inches here. It's about an inch and a quarter.
And here, because we wanna bring that landing down, so here we wanna do a little ramp down. So this we bring it down, we push it down. Because once we push this down, we get less than 5% here, and here over there doesn't matter. But the point is to push this down, this elevation down, right? Do a ramp here, and then that way this level is this level over here after we replace this. That's a design idea.
And you haven't done the plan, so it'll be changed. So we will choose it to make them work.
Oh, do we change that area?
Yeah, this area is all in
I
the
don't
plan.
remember now.
But we don't have.
There's no detail.
It's not details, so we create the details and make them work.
I'm just going to talk about it.
Right, in the plan. What's in the last one? They make with that, and they make do this drains thing. And they have to be all the drains, or they have to be just this one?
All of them.
Jesus Christ.
You have to have those filters in there, whatever they call them.
Yeah.
Saving the world one drop of water at a time, Joe.
So you have to put that in the paper, or you do it, and because it shows the view.
Did he comment on this?
No. Okay.
The only thing that's kind of contrary to what you've been telling me, Fred, is that this is going to come out, right?
This is gonna be
2%.
no. This is gonna be a ramp.
Right,
This is the
let me back
landing.
up. This is going to come out and slope down that way, no more than 2%.
Yes, 1% maybe, or
And you're
1.5.
saying this is going to slope down as a ramp.
That's a ramp, less than
Can't
8%.
do it at 5. You got to do it at 8.
Yes, it has to be.
And you're not going
Because we want to bring this down a few inches down.
but you're not going to. What do I want to say? Because you're not exceeding a 6-inch drop, you're saying that you don't need to put a handrail in. Because once it's
No, because this is a short, a curb ramps exempt handrails.
It's not a curb ramp. It's not really a curb ramp.
So
It's not at a curb. That's one thing I'm worried about is that is that because I'm not sure we can exceed 5% in here without putting a handrail in, unless it says.
Can we make this a curb ramp by building a curb around it?
Oh yeah, I suppose.
And that way, there's a curb around. There's gonna curb around because that's a pillar there, so we can put a curb on both sides. Pretty much, there's a landing cut into this up, and then there's a flat surface if you want. We can leave this grassy, or we can put concrete, whatever. But Joey doesn't want handrail there, so we have to bring that low, not higher. If we follow that elevation, that's gonna bring us higher, and if right now it's giving us 5.5 or 5.6, it's gonna give it like 6%. So it needs handrails to follow that elevation of the brick. So instead of going up, bring this down, make this a curb ramp, and he gets no handrails here. And that's just an idea that Jose came up with.
So what you're doing in order to keep from putting the handrail in here, right?
Is lowering this part.
Is you're saying it's going to be less than a 6-inch drop? Is that because technically a curb ramp is considered.
For the 6 inches is the curb itself.
Right. So
yeah. So there's gonna be
drops less than 6 inches. Right.
Yeah.
Will that drop less than 6 inches? Even if it slopes more than 5%?
It's probably gonna drop like what, 3 inches, 4 inches?
No even.
No, yeah. We just need like a little bit of leeway.
What the difference in elevation is from there to there.
That's That's why we have the happy medium between that elevation. It points out to a curb ramp. Now it doesn't even have to be 8%. It can be 6% or 6.5%, because we only need a little bit of inches, maybe 3 inches, just a little bit to help us there, because we're already at 5.6%.
And the most because this part here is higher than anything else. That back here is higher than anything else. If you lower it down,
It's like
see,
an inch and a half.
It will be
higher.
under our guide is under this wood over here. This wood over here
Right.
is our guide.
Yep.
Coming from there, from that little mark over there,
Mm-hmm.
it's with the inside there,
Is the brick elevation.
the elevation.
So the red and underneath there. So
Corner over there. So our guide. So we're gonna go down. We did mark. We're gonna go down and think 1.25 inches. That's what we need to go down over here for this flat.
yeah, it's very minimal, really.
1.25 inches, and we lower it down here, right to outside the sidewalk. We be with 5%, less than 5%.
So, I guess my other question then is if you're gonna slope this guy less than 5%,
No, this stays almost the same. What's here?
and that's true. So you want this whole thing to slope less than 5%?
Less than 5. Right now it's 5.6.
Okay.
We just need a little bit of help.
What's keeping you from going this way, less than 2%, and then curb ramping up, and then doing that? That'll still give you the 6-inch rise that you're looking for. If you can drop a little bit there and drop a little bit here, it's the same difference, right?
The thing is that we're gonna dig too much into the earth, because we have to fight the right. In order to make the landing, we have to fight into the earth this way, and over there, because it's the high top of the, there's no earth to fight against. We avoid that, but yeah, we would need a retaining wall at that point on the side so the earth doesn't.
Curb, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little curb.
Hopefully a curb is fine, but if it's
It's not going to be more than 12 inches tall, right?
true, yeah.
So it's just a curb.
Yeah, we just need a little bit of a curve, maybe, yeah. But whatever design is fine, I think.
I'm concerned about this little slope in here,
Yeah.
coming this way, especially exceeding, 5%, because this is a path of travel, right?
There's no path of
This
travel.
is a path of travel, but this is also a path of travel.
Path of
So
travel.
if this is 5% and somebody cuts through there, they're exceeding the 2% cross slope. And that's what concerns me about having this thing slope so steeply in here.
So you say you raise them up from there one up?
No, I mean,
So just remove this concrete. Just remove the concrete, so they're forced to go into the landing and then up. There's no
you
cutting.
could do that. That's up to you guys. I don't know if that's in your program or not.
Just remove this square. They're forced to go up here, and if you want, we can put that again. This new concrete.
But what we have here,
We need to have 4 and a
I
half.
think you have 4 going that way. Yeah.
4 and a half. Yeah, 5 is fine if we have curbs, so it's 6 inches and 6 inches on each side. Okay.
Can you give me some relative elevations in this area?
Um,
Like